I'm almost done. I'm almost done. You know what I wrote on the back of this? I wrote all over the back of this. Look at this. Whoever buys this picture, no one's buying it. I'm giving it away for free. Well, I'm actually giving it to an auction exhibit for the mentally handicapped people. Mentally disturbed. Well, how did you get here, Mr. Tacpans? You're like one of those mentally disturbed. That's probably the biggest comment I've had that's stuck out of my brain, you know, out of all the people, except for all the great, nice people. And then just the ones who watch that, I don't even know anything about, but since they've lasted over a minute or 2 minutes, I guess they had a good time. Maybe you learned something. Isn't the greatest thing? You gain. You get a book, and you read it, and you gain. You pass it to somebody else, he reads it, and he gains. And when the book is no longer edible or readable to be read, we all gain, because now if it's fair, we share, so we all know. So no one will miss anything. They'll know exactly what they need for their own personal survival. They know not to bother thy neighbor, because thy neighbor is the block of protection. Inside every corner, okay, if you had 8 people around you, just like on the calculator over here, around 5, they'd all watch you. All their front doors and their side doors and their back doors are all around. There's 4 doors around 6, all the way around. When it comes to the corner, there's 4 houses that watch from the corner. When it comes in between, there's 2 houses and 2 that watch from a distance. To learn and to share, to know, is the greatest gain. Nobody loses when you gain an intelligence towards existence. Self-existence is not just you, because you would not be here without all the elements it took for you to get here. So you cannot live here alone, because for every element or scientific experiment you each learn and gain. Everybody is completely equal. We don't share equally, because it wouldn't work that way. If I need 1 gram of hay and I need 1 pound of gold, I guess the gold would actually crush the hay. But learning, everybody gains. There's no losers. Winners all the time. Winner, winner, winner. Information, winner, winner, winner. The information, regardless of what it is, but in all respect, that it must be exactly what it is because whatever information comes before you, you will either you will obviously hear it, see it, miss it, and it'll go on by. You will go on. You will make the decisions to make you advance, to make you live, to make your neighbors live. Because if the heart of the neighbors can live, and then all the neighbors, imagine if the minute the middle can own everything. Don't forget the middle of the calculator, right? The middle of the calculator is 8 and 2, right? Who is 5? 5 is 4 and 6. Because 5 is going around and around and around and around and around. Starting here. It's going around and around and around. Here's 5. He's not going up and down. He's going around like this. He's going. This is the outside of the track. This is the center of the track. So if he was running around this way, he was running around the starting position, 28, the cycle of the moon. 5 goes all the way around. So how many times does 5 have to go all the way around to get to 28? Well, count it as 4. It's like a train. You need the nose and you need the tail. So the minute this nose gets in, you don't need these 2 numbers anymore. So you go 7 times around 4. Since 4 would now count for 0, because you haven't even started yet, okay, it'll actually take 7 plus 1, 32, the doorway. You start at 4, you go all the way around once, twice, 7 times around, you get 28, the cycle of the moon. 4 that counts for the beginning, okay, and the 4 that ended it, the end 4 and the next 4 of the next round going around will actually make 4 and 4, 8, connecting of the tails, but you started on your first 4. So you go 7 times around 4 is 28 and 4 is 32. 2, 3, the communication gateway. We go around this way. If we're going around this way, we're going in between 4 and 6. So if we're going around this way, do we need 2 or do we need 8? Well, the difference between these 2 numbers getting the 4 number is because in these 2 numbers over here, 4 is in here and 4 is in here. But in this one, they cut 4 in half by putting 2 extra dots on the 6. In this one, they put it in the center. They cut it into a quarter and a half. 1 quarter, 1 half, 1 4, 1 2, 26. So they cut it into exactly what that is. This way, can the 2 be 8? Well, you'd have to have 2 6s to have this 8, and the reason for that, okay, the reason for that is because here's your 6 this way. You see the 2 in the center here? And look at that. There's your 8. You had to do it 2 times to get this. You had to make 2 of these in order to get this. There's no other dice that can do this. So you have to end up with 12, but only count for 8. 2 times 6, 2 plus 6, 26, equals to the 12 and 8, 20. It goes TZ, TZ, and then 14N, TZN, 10 Zion. So you do it this way and this way. So if you use the 8, okay, if you use the 8, what would be the multiply? What would be the time we have to get into? 4 and 6? Before we were counting 4 into 28, right? But now, what would we count? 8? Well, since we added before 4 and 6 between 2 and 8, now we're going to do this. What does 8 go into? 8 times 8 equals 64. It works out exactly. The first one was 7 times 4, 28, in between here. Now, it's 8 times 8 is 64. First it was 28 this way, now it's this way, on the cross. First it was 4 and 7, then it was 8 and 8. 4, 7, 8. 8 times 74 is 560, and 32 is 592. The passage birth of 9, 2, but it's more than that. Okay, we're going to calculate this. What was that thing I just said? Hold on a second, just give me 1 second. Okay, now we know what it was. 592, that was the big answer. 592. Oh my God, 592 times 3. equals to 1776. It works out exactly perfect. So listen, 8 times 74 equals 592. Okay, 8 times 74. Now we're going to go 11 times 74 equals to, whoop, wrong one. First we got 574, right? 8 times 8 is 64. That was your 64. Then we went 8 times 74 is 592. 8 times 74 is 592. Now we have to do, not 8 times, we have to do it 24 times. 24, because 3 times 8 is 24 times 592 equals to, whoop, wrong number, not 24. Sorry about that. Let's figure it out together. 1776 divided by 74 equals to, that's right, 24. 24 is the number. First it was 8, now it's 24. 24 times 74. 24 times 74 equals to 1776. So remember what we got? Now we got the box 864. So all it is numbers, man. It's just a lot about putting these numbers, and this is what ties up everything, because if you can get a number, you got a position. You got a position, it's your turn to roll. You go through where you have to go to create whatever you do along the multiples. This is one-dimensional. How many should there be here? There should be 3, 3, and 3. It has to be a block. It has to be 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Now if you're going this way and that way, there's so many numbers. Raphael, 7286, and a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.